wake up, wake up. It's the Flow No Filter. The thoughts, views, and opinions shared at the Flow Show No Filter are for educational and entertainment purposes only. I am not a professional. I am just good. Happy, what is it, Tuesday? Don't tell me it's Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. Here we are. Another Taco Tuesday. I don't know how many Taco Tuesdays we've had so far in this show, but you can never have too many Taco Tuesdays. Welcome, everybody, to the Flow Show No Filter. The number one podcast. I don't care. They copying us so much, y'all. We the number one podcast. I know we still got a ways to go. We top 5% and moving up in 4 months, but they are copying us so much. We number one. I don't care what nobody say. And I'm going to break down a little bit of that. But you know we're going to get into the Diddy monster, a.k.a. Mohawk Diddy. He is paranoid, scared out of his mind. Legal team asking for a crazy amount of extra time. They want to figure something out. They cooked. And we're going to talk about all that. Also, my good old pal Floyd Mayweather. Y'all know I used to be on Floyd Mayweather's record label, Filthy Rich. We toured and did all type of stuff. You know, that's like family. But y'all know I keep it real, so I had to call out when it's time to call out. Sometimes Floyd and them be mad at me. But hey, I got a job to do. So Floyd Mayweather is in the news for a faulty, that big real estate deal that he did is it's they're finding out that it might be fraudulent. So we're gonna definitely get into that. Also, what else? We got a little bit of this. Oh, I got some news about a possible upcoming guest interview we got coming up. Talk about that. And of course, shout out our subscribers and all of that. So welcome to everybody on Apple and Spotify, and welcome to all the YouTubers and everybody else, and Facebook and Instagram and all the family. TikTok. Welcome everybody. This is one of those shows. So y'all, if y'all know, yesterday I had a problem with my video. Couldn't get the video to work yesterday. Had all type of issues going on until I finally figured it out. You know how I figured it out? The same way I figured out everything else, and the way we used to always do when we was little. I just woke up and started pressing every fucking button and every settings, everything. I just clicked everything. And I just kept clicking until my camera popped on. So the good news is I'm back on video. The bad news is I don't know how the hell I did it. So let's just hope it don't happen again, or I'm going to have to push every fucking button on the laptop again and figure it out. So, yeah, and good, 50 Cent has got involved in the new Floyd Mayweather situation. So we're going to say that for the end of the show. And please, Floyd Kemp, don't get mad at me every time I cover Floyd. I just keep it real. It ain't like I just be bashing Floyd. Y'all know I love Floyd and his family, but I have to tell the truth. You a celebrity. Shit. What you want me to do? So let's get into this. Where we want to start at? So we're going to start with let's just get into something that already happened, the Cassie situation, that she's testifying. That's just a real quick. Matter of fact, no, we ain't gonna get it. We going straight to the meat of it. No Diddy. Straight to the meat. No Diddy. Let's start with the Diddy's legal team. Diddy's legal team is asking for more time, y'all. Now, the funny thing about this is, for the people that were saying, this article we're going to get into is tripped out, because remember, people were saying, you had people saying, oh, they don't have much evidence. Diddy gonna walk? They just throwing anything out there because they don't have anything. Well, now we all knew that was bullshit, but now it's been proven to be bullshit, because after this new superseding indictment, Diddy's legal team is in a panic. Outright panic. Up until this time, Diddy's legal team has been moving with a little swagger and a cachet, even though they ain't been doing shit. Like, even though their legal practices have been terrible, but they have been moving with confidence. This is the first time, we're going to get into this article, but this is the first time where I actually hear panic. I actually hear panic in Diddy's legal team's voice. And we're about to talk about it. So I'm going to use USA Today's funky ass. No, I'm just playing. I don't have no problem with USA Today. I just felt like calling somebody funky. Sean Diddy Combs asked the court to exclude sexual assault allegations from the criminal trial. If it was up to Diddy, he'd just have all the evidence removed, wouldn't he, y'all? What do you think this is? Every time I look around, Diddy's team trying to get more evidence removed. I mean, I understand that's your job, but damn. If they could just remove evidence, bro, wouldn't nobody be going to jail? It's getting past. It's past strange at this point, or past over the top. Diddy want every piece of evidence to be removed, and so he can walk free. I don't blame him, but it ain't gonna work. Anyway, let's continue. The slew of sexual assault allegations brought against Sean Diddy Combs has become a point of contention in his upcoming trial. In competing motions filed Monday in the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York, Combs' legal team and government prosecutors argue over the admission of evidence that past claims detailing the rapper's alleged sexual abuse, according to court documents obtained by USA Today. The allegations would add on to the sexual offenses underlying in the federal grand jury indictment that resulted in Combs' September 2024 arrest in Manhattan. And y'all know Combs has pled not guilty. Now, Combs' attorneys, and I quote, say, these incendiary allegations are substantially more serious than the charged offenses, and if admitted, would make it impossible for Mr. Combs to receive a fair trial. Do I need to read that again for the people that have been saying they don't have no evidence? For the people in the class that's, because it's like a classroom, full no filter. I'm the professor, and it's the classroom. For the people in the back of the class that just spend their time laughing and passing notes, y'all not paying attention to what's going on, then y'all just look up and say something. For y'all, does this sound like someone who's not worried because they don't have, there's no evidence? Let me read this again. This is for those that say they don't have no evidence. And me being a professor, I tried to tell y'all asses, it's way more evidence that they not putting out. How y'all don't get that? You think they're going to put every piece of evidence they got out for the public? What the hell would that do? So I'm going to read it again, and this is coming from Diddy's legal team. This ain't coming from me now. This is coming from the people that Diddy paying thousands and hundreds of thousands of millions of bazillion dollars. So if you're giving somebody $1 million bazillion dollars, they're going to try to do the best they can. And so I'm going to read it again. This is Diddy's lawyers. This is about the superseding indictment that just came through, the new charges. Diddy's attorney says, and I quote, "These incendiary allegations are substantially more serious than the charged offenses, and if admitted, would make it impossible for Mr. Combs to receive a fair trial." That's a bold statement for somebody who don't have no evidence against. To me, that sounds like somebody that's worried about evidence, but that's just me. I'm just a podcaster. I don't know. Let me continue. In response, the U.S. government filed its own motion opposing Combs' request to exclude the assault allegations from trial, arguing that relevant testimony powerfully establishes the hip-hop mogul made no mistake when he coerced victims into unwanted sex. And the crazy part about it, y'all, is we don't even know what the hell they talking about. That's how bad it is. It could be worse than even what we thinking. And judging from the tone of the Diddy's attorney, this is the first time where they sound like they taking this case serious now. Remember, I've been saying this whole time, they just haven't been sounding like they're even taking it serious, especially Diddy. It's like, bro, these are some serious charges, and if convicted and if found guilty, your ass might not never be back out. But they up until this point, they ain't been acting like it. But you know how it go. When you get close to that time, and you get closer and closer to that time, reality starts setting in, and it's like, hold on. And then they come with this new superseding indictment that has more evidence and more crucial and harsher evidence than the previous, and you wasn't even ready for the previous allegations. Oh, we looking at full-fledged panic mode. Let's continue. As we know, Combs was originally charged with racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution. A superseding indictment filed April 3rd charged him with 2 additional counts, 1 charge of sex trafficking and 1 transportation to engage in prostitution. Since Combs' former girlfriend, Cassie, filed and settled in November 2023, accusing him of the R-word, sex trafficking, and physical abuse, dozens of accusers have come forward with civil complaints alleging sexual misconduct, and we've been covering it. Now, the attorneys. Let's get into more about what they're saying is going to what's going to delay the criminal trial, because I think this is going to interest a lot of you out there. In Monday's motion, Combs' legal team criticized prosecutors' evidence from past assault allegations as uncharged and uncorroborated crimes dating back as far as the 1980s. Now that's crazy. Are they saying Diddy did horrific crimes when he was about 12? I'm not sure, but they going back. Attorneys expressed concern that the allegations, many of which reportedly implicate dozens of unidentified witnesses and alleged co-conspirators around the world, could significantly delay the timeline. Collectively, these new allegations require many months, if not years, to investigate. I'm reading this. I'm taking my time reading this because this is for all them fuckers that was saying They didn't have no evidence and did it by the walk because the evidence, they don't got no evidence. Read this article. For anybody that tell y'all they don't have no evidence, send them this article. This is Diddy's attorney saying this. This ain't no shirtless journalistic podcaster saying that it's a hella evidence and blah, blah, blah. No. This is Diddy's people saying this. Now they lying too, y'all. Diddy's team is exaggerating. Diddy's team making this up. This don't sound like making nothing up. Let me continue. Collectively, these new allegations require many months, if not years, to investigate. That's a lot of time for somebody that don't have evidence. But I'm going to continue. They say that if admitted, it will require a series of mini trials, certain to double the length of the trial the government originally said would last 3 weeks. Combs' attorney said. The rapper's lawyers added that the content of these allegations differ from the charges contained in Combs' federal indictment, which focus on allegations about domestic abuse or supposed economic coercion of longtime girlfriends. The court should require the government to try the case at charge and prove that the case to the jury is beyond a reasonable doubt, the attorney said. The government should not be permitted to pollute the trial with decades of dirt and invite a conviction based on propensity evidence with no proper purpose by painting Mr. Combs as a bad guy who must have committed the charged crimes. Y'all, this superseding indictment is so bad, it done turned Diddy's lawyers into Tupac. What the hell they talking about? The propensity evidence with no proper purpose by painting a picture. I paint a perfect picture. What is you talking about? I paint a perfect picture. Remember Tupac said that? Now you got Diddy's lawyers. They are so flustered. They trying to use Tupac lines to get out of this. No, I'm just playing. But it is getting sick, y'all. They talking about no proper purpose by painting propensity. What is you talking about? Let's continue. The Tupac ass lawyers. In the event the allegations are not excluded from Combs' trial, attorneys asked the court to hold a preliminary hearing to review prosecutors. They want to review the prosecutor's evidence in order to avoid tainting the jury with exposure to inadmissible and highly prejudicial evidence. At this point, if I was the judge, I would say, look, man, I'm tired of meeting up with y'all. I see y'all ass on May 5th. I'm not calling no preliminary hearing every time y'all get some crazy ass evidence that y'all can't handle. Y'all want to have a damn kumbaya meeting about it and get it dismissed and get it out. Well, Diddy's attorney, we all would like to do that. If anybody got in trouble, we all would want the evidence removed, wouldn't y'all? But I don't think it's going to work, and it's getting really hectic. They even said they left it out of this. They left it out of this article, but I be studying. Y'all don't know how much studying I do before this show. Like I study the night before, then I wake up early and I'm digging more. And one part that they left out of this USA Today, and this is why we can't trust the mainstream media, because they will leave certain stuff out that's key. And then I'm like, well, why you leave it out? What am I talking about? And this was out of Diddy's legal team mouth. They said some of the witnesses in this superseding indictment are fucking dead. Yeah, they said that was another thing that they were taken aback by. And they didn't put it in this USA Today, but it's in the actual motion, the actual paperwork, because y'all know I do the real digging. You think I'm going to let USA Today tell us everything? You think I think they got everything in there? No, I got to take an article, and then I got to go to the real paperwork and read it for myself. And I said, what the hell? Witnesses dead? Now, it could be two ways. It could go two ways. Witnesses could be dead because you know what? The diddler could have been diddling, or are they saying the crimes are so old that they done croaked? So I don't know, but that's a hell of a statement to put in paperwork. So now they don't know if Diddy might be catching murder charges. I don't know, but it literally says that and I'm gonna tell you, this is how I know USA Today left it out on purpose. I don't know why they left it out, because it's right by where I said, where is it at? Okay, in the area where they said dozen of unidentified witnesses and alleged co-conspirators around the world. So they saying the allegations, which are implicated by dozens of unidentified witnesses and alleged co-conspirators around the world, could significantly delay the timeline of Combs' criminal trial. Well, right at that part, when they said that actual statement in the motion, right after that, they say, and many of the witnesses are dead. I said, whoa. Are they talking about the dude, Ron, that we saw all over TikTok, Uncle Ron, who was spreading news about Jay-Z and Diddy and this and that, and the next thing we know, gone. Uncle Ron is out of here. So whatever testimony or whatever he had to say, he's no longer here. Mysterious? A lot of people think so. Witnesses are dead. Could they be talking about Liam Payne? Many speculated, and I had so many DMs, that Liam Payne was actually caught up in some Usher, Diddy type of stuff, but I couldn't confirm it, so I never put it out there. But the source that was telling me often knows what she's talking about. But if I can't confirm it or have some type of solid proof, I'm not going to run with it as a story. But for speculation purposes, who are these witnesses that they saying are dead? I thought it was a typo. I was like, they actually put in here that witnesses are dead? And so they need more time? And this is so crazy. They have told Diddy's legal team who the witnesses, the new witnesses are. But check this out, y'all. And I need y'all to turn the volume up a little bit, because this one of those shows that packed with information. Don't miss a second. I'm trying to squeeze it all in. No Diddy. But the crazy part is that not only are these people, they're saying witnesses are dead, but now they're saying they need more and more time. Why you need more and more time? Because check this out. They're not even allowed to tell Diddy who these witnesses are until April 18th. Now, Diddy's legal team knows who all this slew of witnesses that's coming, that's about to tear up and cook Diddy, throw him in the crock pot, panini grill, Foreman grill, microwave, twice baked, whatever you want to call them. think they not telling Diddy because they scared and they making sure all these witnesses are protected. What y'all think about that? But don't that make a lot of sense that they would hold off a lot of these witnesses? And these are, put it like this. Let me break it. Y'all know I like to break it down. Call me Mr. Breakdown. So why would the prosecution, other than strategy of putting the defense on the defense, but why would they save these crucial, if we listen to Diddy's own attorney, this new slew of witnesses is ridiculous to the defense, meaning ridiculously bad. But guess what? Why would the prosecution wait to the very last minute? I believe they're trying to make sure all these witnesses are protected. See, the new names, Diddy's legal team can know, but the legal team is not allowed to tell Diddy until April 18th. And people say, well, they might do it anyway. Shit. They listening to everything. They listening to Diddy's calls. They listening to when the lawyer meet up. They watching everything they pass. They not going to try that. They not going to try to, if they do that, they know the whole case is over with. They not going to tell Diddy if they not supposed to. But I think they are trying to make sure all the witnesses are protected. Everybody is in some form of witness protection or whatever, so that when they do announce them, they will feel comfortable and know that ain't no more witnesses about to come up dead. Because I swear, y'all, when I read that in the superseding indictment, I was like, whoa, why ain't nobody in the mainstream media even mention that part? To me, that's a big part. If they have in the superseding indictment, if the lawyers, Diddy's lawyers are filing motions saying, amongst other things, that there are witnesses that are dead, I think we need to know about that. I don't know. Y'all tell me. But it's getting crazy, crazy, crazy. So let's continue. In its opposing motion, of course, the government is saying that they should be denied, of course. And that the prosecutor said testimony from these victims not only proves the rapper intended to take the sexual gratification he wanted regardless of consent, and it also serves as direct evidence of his racketeering offense. Per Combs' indictment, prosecutors previously alleged his racketeering enterprise included multiple acts of kidnapping, arson, bribery, witness tampering, forced labor, sex trafficking, transportation for prostitution, and distribution of narcotics. This evidence proves the existence of the enterprise, its purpose, and the means and methods by which the defendant and his co-conspirators carried out pattern of racketeering activity that included persistent and persuasive abuse. This is what prosecutors said in the filing that just happened yesterday. Oh, we cooking today. Like and share this and do everything you have to get the word out. Don't keep me tucked, y'all. Y'all got to spread me out, share me to other people so they can get off their little boring podcast. All these people trying to cover the Diddy story. They put me to sleep. Y'all know where to tune in, and y'all know where to tell y'all friends to tune in to the real Diddy coverage. Now, in contrast to Combs' attorneys, the government said a preliminary hearing is unnecessary. Don't the Combs prosecutor team sound like me? I said it's unnecessary. If I'm the judge, I'll be like, look, I'm tired of looking at y'all. I remember my mom used to say that when we used to be, we get to asking her about stuff too much, and we keep coming in her room asking her for this, asking her for that. She would just say, "Look, y'all go outside. I'm just tired of looking at y'all for a minute." And that was when my mom said she tired of looking at us. That means get your ass outside and start playing like a motherfucker. I'll play football, basketball, run. I'll be street light, come on back in. My mom happy to see me. She just was tired of looking at us for that moment. And so this judge, I'm sure, is feeling like my mama. He tired of looking at Diddy's lying ass used car salesman attorney. And I'm sure he tired of looking at Diddy until the trial time. Like, come on. So in contrast, the Combs attorney said the government said the preliminary hearing is unnecessary because prosecutors have provided the court with detailed proffers of each victim's anticipated testimony and corroborating evidence. Such a proceeding, prosecutors argued, is a thinly veiled attempt by Combs and his legal team to cross-examine victims twice. That is where that article leaves off. So what we are waiting for now, we're waiting for the judge to rule. Are they going to have a preliminary hearing? Is he going to look at Diddy and his team again to go over this evidence? Even another thing I want to tell y'all, when you look at the exact superseding indictment paperwork, there are a lot of allegations that are redacted, like just covered. I'm telling y'all, this trial is going to be full of surprises. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this will be the most talked about, craziest trial in history. And I'm not saying that for hyperbole. I'm saying it because I feel it in my gut and it's almost like common sense to me. I don't see it going the other way, just because even in the superseding indictment, not only do we have witnesses that are dead and they're saying it in the paperwork, but we also got witnesses who are critical witnesses who are unnamed and anonymous. We don't know who that could be. It could be J-Lo. And I don't know, I'm just throwing it out there. But what I'm saying is, think of it like this. With victim one is Cassie. Well known. And if that tape didn't get leaked, and we didn't know about all the lawsuit that Cassie got paid, we didn't know all that. Think about it. Up until this point, we've been just looking at victim one, victim two, victim three. We don't know who they are, and then we find out victim one is Cassie at the trial time. See, we already knew that, so that's a spoiler. But check this out. We don't know who victim two is for sure. We don't know who victim three, and now they're talking about a victim four. It is getting hot in here. It's getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes. That Nelly. Was that Nelly? Yeah, that was Nelly. The first thing I thought of when I said it's getting hot in here. But look. I ain't the type to try to beat a dead horse, but you fuckers that was telling me that they didn't have any evidence, y'all really was grinding my gears. And that's hard to do. But I just hate when people say stuff that don't even make no damn sense. And guess what? And this is why I don't pay anybody no attention when they just saying stupid shit. They're not going to come around. Now, when this article dropped, those same people that was talking about that they didn't have any evidence, they're just going to disappear into oblivion. I don't know where they go. It's like once they're proven wrong, they just disappear. I don't see them in the comment section. I don't see them in the chat. They don't troll anymore. And that's why I don't respect it. If you're going to call me out or tell me I don't know what I'm talking about or say that they don't have evidence, bring your raggedy ass back over here when you find out they do got evidence and tell me I was right. Don't be hiding. Because y'all know if I'm wrong, I'll apologize. I had to apologize to police departments, whatever. I don't mind admitting when I'm wrong. It just don't happen that much because I'm good. So let's put that article to bed and move on. Because these episodes getting longer and longer. Y'all know I love my community. If y'all go back all the way to the first podcast, y'all remember my first podcast was like 25 minutes, 23 minutes. Then I kind of creeped up to 40 minutes, 50 minutes here and there. But I was keeping it short because I was learning and getting my shit together. Now, because I told y'all, my goal is always to give y'all as much content as I can. I don't never try to cut y'all short. And if the content flowing is flowing, now we going hour plus, hour and a half, hour and 20 minutes. In a minute, I'm going to be doing the 2-hour podcast episodes like the big dogs, Tucker Carlson and Rogan and all the rest of them. But anyway, also, real quick, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, but a lot of people already know it. But Cassie, it's a big deal that Cassie is the only one out of all the victims. Something confused me. I've always knew it was 3, but it's a victim 4 or something. So I'm going to get some clarity on that, maybe after they have the hearing. But victim 1 is Cassie. And as we sit and wait what the other victims of, who the other victims are, I should say. I'm sorry. The fact that Cassie is testifying under her name is huge because she could have testified anonymously, but she's going to testify as Cassie Ventura, the former R&B singer who is currently pregnant and will be testifying and get into all this freaky madness while being pregnant. That ain't good, Diddy. That ain't good. To have a pregnant woman up there crying, talking about all the manipulation and coercion you've been doing, that's going to touch the jury. That's going to touch the jury. So, got some quick good news or possible news, y'all. Y'all know Mark Curry. So we're going to put that to bed right now. But Mark Curry, some great news for the podcast, for the Flow Show No Filter listeners. This is the People's Podcast. If you've been here from day one, which was October 30th of last year, you've watched us grow. You've helped us put this thing together. Like I tell people, this was named by the people. This was the people's idea, which is why it's so successful. I didn't force no podcast on nobody. My community said, hey, you need to do a podcast. I did it. My community came up with the name. I added No Filter. Boom, here we are. But we've done something so incredible. I just want to let y'all know the impact that we're making. First of all, we went to 100,000 downloads. And I got that big, crazy Floyd Mayweather news coming up after this. So you won't want to stick around. 50 Cent is going crazy on Floyd Mayweather, and it's about to get ugly. But we're going to get into that. Do you guys realize we hit 100,000 downloads in 4 months, which, as you already know, that puts us as a top 5% podcast of any podcast that ever podcasted. But the reason why they all following us, like TMZ, and I'm going to tell you some more TMZ did that's following and copying our whole blueprint. But y'all, this is why all the podcasts is following what we doing, even though we are just coming up. We moving at a rapid pace, but they trying to steal our sauce. They trying to see, what am I doing? What are we doing that they ain't doing? And so one of the things that got them paying attention to us, y'all, all my podcasters out there, check this out. Look what we did. Do y'all realize we have reached the top 5% and 100,000 downloads, something that rarely happens in podcasts? Do y'all realize we have done that without a fucking guest? Without one interview. You go to a podcast and you see what podcast could do these kind of numbers without one guest? Just me, a microphone, and my community. Now we gonna get guests, and I could have got guests before, but I'm trying to build what we're doing before I don't never put the carriage before the horse for clicks and views. That's the secret sauce. I don't sell out myself for clicks and views. I do things organically and when they right. And I'm saying all that now because we about to have our first guest. And it's a good one. And I'm going to tell you about who he is. Mark Curry, not the comedian. Mark Curry, the rapper that was on We Ain't Going Nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now because it's bad boy for life. So check this out. This was the first person to blow the whistle on the whole Diddy stuff. Mark Curry was the first one to bring up how they spiked the bottles. Let me give you the history of how this even came about. Y'all know I've been covering the Diddy stuff forever. I was one of the first people to post way back a year and a half ago, Mark Curry's interview that I'm about to, a clip from his interview I'm about to play for y'all right now. And it went viral. After that, Mark Curry been following me ever since. And the other day I posted some more Diddy news and Mark Curry came in my comments and he said, y'all need to read my book. And that'll explain everything. I said, Mark Curry, it's time for us to go ahead and do that interview. He said, bet, let's line it up. This is Mark Curry, y'all. Check this out. This is what he said.
We go and get to the VIP. All of these girls come around the VIP and they just be standing there. And like, let me tell you something, man. I'm going to get back with you. We got to rewind this back. We used to go to when we go to the club, we used to have these bottles, right? And on this bottle, they be regular Moet bottles. On them bottles right there, they've been to have something to make the girls be real slippery and all of this kind of stuff. So when you get up, they be like, don't touch them bottles right there and only drink them bottles right there. So we already knew what the drill was. You just don't mess with them bottles, right? Then all of the girls is in the club after a while. They all running, opening up their mouth like little birds. He was running around just popping pills in their mouth. Pop, pill. And then that was the party. I used to, we used to be on the road, you'd be like, yo, let me go with my Puff room, see what they doing. And you knock on Puff door, he'd be sitting there damn near butt naked. You ever just had a grown-ass man answer his hotel door butt naked and they'd be like, come on in? You'd be like, I'll come back. Bro, put some clothes on. What are you doing? I don't want to see you naked. Grown man stuff. Yo, that's kind of disrespectful. So when you get, that's called the test off. How you make sure you breaking in. Yo, call the artist up here to the room, tell him I'm going to have a meeting by my tub. He be in there by the tub and stuff, soaking and stuff. Butt ass naked. You be like, how the hell am I supposed to have a meeting with a butt naked in the tub?
Did y'all hear them spike bottles? This was huge. Like I tell people, y'all know I've been studying this, and see, that's the difference between me and a lot of these other podcasts. I've been in this culture. I've been studying this for a long time. A lot of people have missed and forgot about Mark Curry. Mark Curry was the first one to kick all this off. But what happened was people they still had beer goggles on when it came to Diddy. And they didn't think none of this was true. And then they thought he was just hating. This world got a problem with thinking everybody clout chasing. So it's a lot of us out here that don't give a shit about clout. So quit thinking that all the time. People just, soon somebody says, oh, they just want the clout. They just clout chasing Diddy. Nah. Some of us don't give a fuck about clout. Some of us do a podcast and make content and don't even put a fucking shirt on. It's people out here that don't care about that clout. Get that out y'all head. Anyway, but see, so what happened was he kind of was the initial whistleblower. He kind of broke ground and even just put it out there that it was all this weird stuff going on. But people kind of dismissed him a little bit. And then Jaguar Riot and everybody started saying stuff more, and then Gene Deal, and it got more. People started realizing, like, damn, Diddy is a monster. And a lot of people forgot about Mark Curry, but Mark Curry made noise way before a lot of them. Another quote that Mark Curry spoke on. We're going to have him talk about all this. And this no filter. So I tell Mark Curry, you can come on this and say and whatever you want to get off your chest and talk about. Because let me tell y'all, Mark Curry has moved past this. He's one of the artists, just like all the other bad boy artists. Diddy tried to blackball him and do all type of stuff. He has persevered. He is doing regular stuff now. He got a parking company. He wrote a book. He has moved past all this Hollywood shit. He one of us. So we going to support him. We're going to support him. But look, he also said this about Kim. Y'all remember Kim Porter is Diddy's ex who mysteriously died and was about to release a tell-all book. And next thing we know, she gone. And a lot of people looking at Diddy. Check out what Mark Curry had to say about that.
I'm a former bad boy recording artist. A lot of people, I made a lot of hits for.
You hear that? Former
My
bad
name
boy.
is Mark Curry. I'm a former bad boy recording artist. A lot of people, I made a lot of hits for Puff.
How do you feel about these lawsuits accusing Diddy of abuse? What do you think about that? You knowing Diddy, do you think he's capable of doing that, man?
Do I think I think he's very capable of doing it. It's in his character. That's who he is. That's what comes with power. That's what comes with arrogance. That's what comes with, what makes him. I seen fight between, when he have an argument, fight with a female, whatever it may be. I seen it with my own friends. But sometimes you say, we all go through things, but once you have a sign of doing it over and over and over again, that's when it becomes a problem. You be like, so every relationship that you get in, you're violent in them. I was around when Cassie was there. I knew Kim Porter before I knew Puff. I met Misa, but it was a history. When you have a history of the same thing, man, it becomes a problem.
Speaking of Kim Porter, because you knew Kim Porter, is it true that Diddy broke her nose?
Bust her nose, man. Anytime a man would go out his way to wiretap someone's phone or put taps in their homes just to monitor their conversation, that's a sign of insanity.
Did y'all hear that? Now, he knew Kim Porter before Diddy. He already knew Kim Porter from the Uptown days. Mark Curry was a rapper. He wrote a lot of songs for Diddy, but he was most known for that Bad Boy for Life. We ain't he's more known for that song. But that interview, y'all, especially with me doing it, it's going to break the internet. I hope y'all ready. Because like everything else I do, I've been patiently. I don't need like I told y'all, I come from a family. I come from a culture. I come from a family. I was raised that I'm expected to do more with less. I'm expected to be whooping these podcast asses without a guest, without needing one. My family expected that out of me since I was born. So that's just the way I live. So I was like, I'm not worried about trying to get clicks and views and downloads. I don't need no guests. I got to make my name first. I have to be able to be on this bitch and talk for an hour or two comfortably. And y'all enjoy it before I start even think about having a guest. See, they need guests. I don't. The difference is I want guests that mean something to me and my community. And for us to be the leaders in this Diddy shit, I think Mark Curry is the perfect first interview for the Flow Show No Filter. So what I want y'all to do, anybody listening, anybody that's part of this community, go to Mark Curry's Instagram, go to his comments, let him know we looking forward to seeing him on the Flow Show No Filter, to let him know that we got his back and we got all the victims back that have been blackballed and railroaded and all type of stuff by these, not just Diddy, a lot of these industry people. So yeah, anybody y'all can do that for me. Matter of fact, if you want to look on my page, I'll post the conversation. It's just a couple little lines that we talked to in my comments, but you can go to my comments and check it out. But I'm excited. Like I said, y'all, we that interview right there It's going to break the internet, and it's going to take the Flow Show No Filter to a whole nother level. Because a lot of people have forgot about Mark Curry. Even though he's known, he's got millions of views, 100,000s of views on YouTube and all that. He is known. If you know about Gene Deal, Jaguar Wright, then you got Mark Curry. He's right there with him. As a matter of fact, Mark Curry has been there before a lot of people. Mark Curry was, like I said, he knew Kim Porter before Diddy. So I'm excited about that. Yesterday, I was going to bring the news yesterday, but with all the technical difficulties, I kind of forgot. But I was like, y'all, we done this together, and it just is exciting for me to share with y'all all the good news and the things that's coming this way. And we ain't asking for nothing. That's what I love about the Flow Show No Filter movement. We are just a community. We doing our thing, and stuff is coming to us just because we doing the right thing. I haven't asked anybody or went to anybody. They come to my page, and I appreciate it. So I'm going to be working on that, Mark Curry. But one thing y'all can't do, because it is tough for these victims, and it's tough to be speaking out against somebody like Diddy. So if y'all on Instagram, go to Mark Curry's page. Just look it up, Mark Curry. Go to his page, leave some comments, let him know that we look forward to having him on the Flow Show No Filter, and let him know how we welcome people. But it's big news, y'all. So I had to let y'all know. And then let me tell y'all about TMZ. I'm about to get into this Floyd Mayweather. We're going to run over time today on the podcast, but I love y'all. And the more content I can give y'all, I ain't never going to stop it short just to stop it short. So we're going to run over today, but it's all good. Another thing that I want to tell you about TMZ. Remember I tell you they've been copying. I had a crazy good story where I was talking about matter of fact, let me play it. Because I'm going to tell you the whole how this, we ain't rushing today. I'm going to tell you how this all played out. So let me go back to this. So Sunday afternoon, I dropped a video saying a lot of people are worried about, Diddy is worried about Cassie testifying, but they don't know that he's worried about this psychologist, this lady who is an expert at describing coercion and all of that. So I dropped this video. And I'm about to break you down how TMZ is watching and copying everything we do. And if they listening, y'all know y'all copying it because you listening now. So check this out. No, hey, look, it don't make me mad. You supposed to copy me. I'm good. So check this out. I dropped this Sunday afternoon. Listen to this post, and it went viral.
Y'all know how Cassie's testimony is the one that they say Diddy is most scared of in his upcoming trial? What if I told you they're wrong, and this is who Diddy is most scared of? Everybody, meet Dr. Dawn Hughes, expert forensic psychologist, aka the Diddy Stopper. She has been the key component in many cases of men doing bad things to women. Johnny Depp was one, even Harvey. But the craziest one was R. Kelly. You see, R. Kelly was looking like this before she testified. And after she testified, he was looking like this. See, the thing about Dr. Diddy Stopper, a.k.a. Dawn Hughes, she's an expert in coercion and all this stuff that they get caught up in. And she was the last one to testify in the R. Kelly trial. Now, true, this is damaging with Cassie, and it will be damaging testimony when she's called to testify against the diddler. You see, she's so good at what she do, she like the closer, the relief pitcher. If you doing bad things to women and children, and this woman gets called, you in deep doo-doo. And so when Diddy's attorney found out she was involved in this case, they went to Diddy. They said, hey, Diddy, we got Dr. Dawn Hughes is on your case, and it ain't looking good. Diddy said, what? You mean Dr. Diddy Stopper? Yeah, Diddy. And by the way, we're going to need another $10,000 for this conversation. But yeah, what do you want me to do about it? You got to get rid of her. Diddy, we can't do that. You're already in trouble for
allegedly getting rid of Tupac. Perhaps. I know. Can we get her off of the case somehow? Diddy, we can do that, and I'll try, but I can't guarantee it. Diddy was sad. You can't guarantee it. Nope, but we will file. And then Diddy's attorney just recently filed to block the doctor who sided with Amber Heard. So who is Amber Heard? This is his ex who sued him for $1 million for allegedly doing bad thing, and it was a mess. So they sent in the paperwork, and the judge told them he had till May 5th to rule if they're going to let the Diddy Stopper in or not. So we just seen what Dr. Dawn Diddy Stopper did to Kelly. The only question we have now is she going for 2 in a row? Make sure y'all follow me. I'm doing 30 days of Diddy, a.k.a. Mohawk Diddy. This is day 2. I tell Diddy stories as we count down to the trial. I'm out, and I don't like it. So I dropped that Sunday afternoon, and shout out to ain't nobody in this media space telling stories like me, and I'm gonna just put that out there. Storytelling top tier, but that's a whole nother thing. Anyway, I dropped that on Sunday afternoon. Ain't nobody dropping nothing. So after I dropped that about where I said about people worried about Diddy worried about Cassie testifying, how about TMZ drops the news or breaks the news about Cassie testifying about 2 hours after I dropped that, when nobody was breaking nothing? And people know TMZ don't break no fucking news on Sunday and Saturday like that. It's all Monday through Friday. So I'm like, damn, okay. I dropped some Cassie twists, and then here they come. And I told y'all I never brought this stuff up because, you know, I always think it's a coincidence. I don't want to believe people copying, but when it get obvious, I'm no filter for a reason. Check this out. I already told my YouTubers about this yesterday, that they was copying me. But do y'all realize another thing that TMZ just did and are doing now, that I'm the only one that does this? So Sunday they do that. Then yesterday, Monday, all of a sudden in the morning, they have a podcast, TMZ podcast, and the subject was Cassie testifying, and they streaming it live. They streaming their podcast live on YouTube. Just like me. I ain't seen nobody else streaming their Apple and Spotify podcast live on YouTube in real time. I'm the only one do that. I look down. So now they got their morning show podcast, and they talking about Cassie, and they streaming live. Hey, I ain't hating. I ain't hating at all. I love it because it just lets me know I'm doing the right thing. But don't think I ain't paying attention. It's like a chef that with his famous sauce. I know when somebody copying my sauce. I know when somebody you can't copy me without me knowing you copying me, because my shit's unique. I purposely do stuff different. So I'm not like none of y'all podcasters and this and that. But I said, damn, now y'all gonna stream and have a morning show podcast, damn near talking about the same thing I'm talking about, streaming it live. Go to YouTube. Y'all tell me another podcast that's on Apple and Spotify that y'all see that streams live as they're doing their podcast. You ain't gonna see it. Yours truly, that's who do it, but now TMZ do it. But go ahead, TMZ, do your thing. I am not mad at all. I'm just letting the community know that help build this podcast that we are doing the right thing, and we're going to continue to do it. And I'm going to keep calling out everybody who copy just so we can keep our eyes on them. We work hard over here. You're going to be stealing our ideas. It's all good. But yeah, y'all, they own us. And they be like, why did this dude got some nerve? Yep, I do. I've been the type of person to speak and call out. I didn't care if you the biggest of the big or the smallest of the small. If it's in my heart, it has to come out into the atmosphere, and y'all just got to deal with it. But before we get out of here, let's talk about Floyd Mayweather is he got 50 Cent on his ass, no Diddy. And it's because y'all remember that $400 million deal that Floyd Mayweather was bragging about? Yeah, go ahead, Diamond. And Nadreema, let me shout out Nadreema. I see you saw something about you ain't on Facebook. I'm talking about Instagram for Mark Curry. So not Facebook. Just to throw that out there. But definitely Diamond said, and a lot of people been saying people are copying me. My mama said people copying me, but you know, I just be thinking people supporting. But now y'all right, people copying like crazy. Anyway, y'all remember that deal when Floyd Mayweather was bragging about he bought $400 million property and property in Manhattan. And even me and Greg were saying on the morning show, if y'all remember, I might have to bring that episode back because we said it didn't sound right. See, a lot of people don't know, me and Greg met in real estate. He is a financial broker getting the money, and I was investing in hella real estate. I'm a real estate wizard. Closed my first real estate deal when I was in senior in high school, my mama's condo. Short story go like this. I was 17 years old. My mom was pushing, trying to get a condo. We was living with my grandmother. And we was only there for about, a year. And we was getting ourselves together to get back out on our own. And my mom had went through this real estate deal. It took like 90 days. And then at the 90-day mark, they told her they couldn't approve her for some stupid reason. And I watched my mom come up with every document and do everything they said. And at the end of the road, they told her they couldn't do it. My mom came home and fell out. I said, Mom, what's wrong? I'm 17 years old. I said, Mom, what's wrong? My mom said, they denied me. My mom was in tears. You know, I'm a little 17-year-old boy saying my mom in tears. I'm ready to do whatever the hell I got to do. Do y'all know my 17-year-old ass researched different laws and why they couldn't deny my mom? I called that mortgage person, Sandy Kramer. I remember his name. They were so old, they probably not even around right now. I talked to Sandy Kramer. He thought I was an old ass man the way I was talking. And I laid out all the facts of why my mom, you can't deny her and what she can do to do whatever they were trying to deny. I put it all out. Do y'all know? True story. They came back like a week or two later and told my mom, come sign your papers. And my mom bought her first condo and we got the hell out of my granny's house. And I made that happen at 17 years old. True story. Ask my mama. So I say all that to say, people, you never know about people. I am a real estate guru. That I love real estate, and I've been dabbling in it since I was a kid. Anyway, if you remember when that $400 million deal came out, me and Greg said it didn't sound right because they're not letting certain people, and I'm not even talking about race. I'm talking about you just have to be in the in crowd of New York real estate. They're not letting anybody just buy $400 million worth of property in the middle of Manhattan. I mean, it just don't even make sense. So it sounded crazy. Well, now, thanks to Business Insider and my good old pal 50 Cent, you know, that's my dog. That's another interview, but that's going to be down the line. I know one day I'm going to interview 50 Cent, my boy. We just got to build our weight up to make it make sense. So that's going to be a huge one. I know 50 Cent will sit down with me when it all makes sense. But anyway, 50 Cent just posted this, and we finding out that Floyd Mayweather was capping. Like the young people say, that's cap. Check out what 50 Cent posted. I'm going to break it down, and I'm probably going to get a call or a message from Floyd in his camp. But damn, y'all, hey, this is a story. Shit, what you want me to do? It's close to 15 minutes. You're right. It's close to 15 minutes. Junior icons has claims of investing in a $402 million Manhattan apartment portfolio just over a month after Mayweather announced his biggest deal yet, acquiring 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Business Insider reported that no such deal appears to have occurred. Floyd recently posted a video on Instagram claiming he bought 6 apartment buildings, stating that they are all his property with no partners involved. However, Business Insider has contradicted these claims, stating that the ownership of the buildings remains unchanged and they are not Mayweather's, as he stated.
Many are left questioning why Mayweather would make such a bold, untrue claim about his financial dealings.
Now, Floyd Mayweather Jr., there's a story circulating in Business Insider did talking about this $400 million property deal that he had been discussing here in New York City. But now, according to Business Insider, it's not what you think it is. They said there's no evidence there's been a sale of these properties, and it's 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Here's what Floyd Mayweather had said at the time on a video that he posted on his Instagram.
I love bringing people into my lifestyle, showing people how I live now. When you guys see me on the record talking about real estate, well, lately I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. We go through that.
Floyd. See, one thing you can't lie about, and this is when you have an expertise in real estate, purchasing, acquisition. Y'all know I done flipped. I don't know how many houses in my life. I don't really know. I'm not even trying to front. I don't know how many. That's how many houses I flipped. With my boy Greg. Greg got all the, man. So look, I'm going to say this. See, Floyd is a boxing expert. Arguably the greatest of all time. Up there with Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard, and rest of them. 50-0, hell of a record. But you don't put on no boxing gloves to do real estate. You got to know what the hell you're doing. And you can't lie about purchasing on real estate. It's all public record. The last thing you want to lie about is making a purchase on some damn real estate. It's all public record. The truth gonna come out. You know, they always got rumors that Floyd spent his money crazy and I don't give a fuck. They say if Floyd got $1 billion, he gonna spend $1 billion. They say if Floyd get 50 billion, he gonna spend 50 billion. So 50 Cent implying that Floyd is going broke or broke. And not only were they talking about him lying on that real estate deal, but they also were saying with the cars and everything, they saying he's trying to mask the fact that he's broke and he's capping. So just like any other news story that we bring you, we have to come back and say, hey, that wasn't true. Y'all remember when I told y'all about Floyd buying the $400 million and we actually was giving him credit for buying that much property and blah, 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 even though we thought it didn't sound right because it's just hard for anybody to get $400 million worth of property in the middle of Manhattan. Well, now I got to come to y'all and tell you it was apparently cap. According to the Business Insider, I actually had to pay for this for Business Insider. It's like Rolling Stones. They want to charge you for theirs, but hey, I do what I do. I do what I got to do to make sure we got the right information. But y'all, the reason why I'm talking about this, for one, that was a story that I brought, and now we finding out that Floyd was lying, allegedly. But the reason why I'm bringing it, because now 50 Cent has posted about it, and y'all know once 50 Cent posts something, especially like that, he ain't about to let up. So I'm just putting y'all on to what's going on and what to look for today on your timeline. 50 Cent versus Floyd Mayweather is reignited. Now, you know I'm coming to Vegas on the tour, so Floyd, don't be catching feelings because I'm reporting something that everybody reporting on. And if you got a problem with me, you better have a bigger problem with Business Insider. Nigga, ain't nobody tell you to say you bought $400 million worth of apartments and you ain't bought shit. Don't be mad at me for that. I'm bringing my ass to Las Vegas and I will be there on tour. So don't even come with your come with your good vibes, Floyd and Floyd Mayweather camp, because I ain't doing nothing but doing my job. But you a wild boy for that one. A $400 million cap, that might be a record. I'm trying to think, do I want to go into this business? I'll skim it. We're gonna skim this little story real quick. We're on a roll today. And when we on a roll, I just keep flowing. That's why they call me Flow. I'm like water. I just kind of go with the flow and make my way. But yeah, so Business Insider is talking about these claims. Floyd Mayweather Jr. bragged about a $400 million property deal, but there's just one problem. It didn't happen. Championship boxer Floyd Mayweather said he purchased a 62-unit building in Manhattan, but there is no evidence there has been a sale. The deal is one of several claims Mayweather has made about his real estate that appear to be exaggerated. Floyd Mayweather earned this nickname by reaping more than $1 billion during an illustrious boxing career and spending big on designer clothing. More recently, the 48-year-old retired champion has said that he made a big real estate purchase that is found out to be a lie. Floyd Mayweather posted, all these buildings belong to me, but they don't. The NYC Housing Partnership, a nonprofit group that is a partner in a majority of properties to help them qualify for tax breaks and grants, has not been alerted of the pending sale. The housing partnership has not been advised of any sale. But when asked about the acquisition, they say it simply is not true. He felt that it's so cool because I gave it back to the community and I make money, the person said. And once that clicked in his head, he is like, I want to buy it all. But he just never proceeded with the purchase. So yeah, y'all, I ain't gonna bore y'all with that whole article. Hey, look, you don't need a bunch of paragraphs and a bunch of words to tell you that Floyd Mayweather has been caught capping, and that ain't the worst part. The worst part is you got 50 on your ass. Bye-bye. Hold the horses. I forgot something, y'all. Y'all know I can't never get out of here without thanking my subscribers, the people that make this thing work. What am I doing? False alarm. So let me thank some of the new, whoa. Y'all, they have been, man. Y'all about to make me cry live on air. Where did all these people come from? I just opened up my phone. We got all kind of new subscribers, y'all. I was about to cut the show, the show off, but I can't get leave. You know what? I tell y'all, ain't nobody more important to this show than the subscribers. The subscribers damn near more important than me. Because if we don't have subscribers, I can't talk about all this shit. I got to come on here talking about what LeBron's legacy, how this affects his legacy, what my Browns doing, you know, stuff that don't really rub people the wrong way. But because we had these subscribers, I told y'all, unbiased, real, edgy news. If we don't get our subscribers, we can't exist. It's that simple. I gave you a whole rundown yesterday how the biggest podcasts that been out for 10 years are going broke, and now they are switching and focusing and appreciating their subscribers. Y'all know I've been doing this for months and months and months. The story just broke on them a few days ago. Y'all know I've been on here telling you, and like I told y'all, I don't sales pitch because I never started like that with my community. My community always knows I am going to tell you exactly what it is. I feel like that is better than being a sales pitchy ass person. I don't like to be sold. Tell me the facts and I'll evaluate it. The facts are corporations don't want us talking about certain things. Celebrities, everybody with big money don't want us talking about certain things. So what do? They use their money as leverage. So I figured out early the only way I can continue this show as I get bigger and bigger and bigger and more known is to have a strong subscriber base. I figured that out months ago. I was only doing podcasts 2 months and figured that out. And that's when I started preaching to y'all, hey, I ain't trying to be sales pitchy. Y'all know my style. But if y'all want this show to continue to be edgy and we can say what we want, we can launch boycotts if we need to, whatever you people, the people need that make this thing go, I'm going to bring it to y'all and for y'all. This is the People's Podcast. So I've been preaching that. Now, bigger blogs are starting to realize that. I'm talking about blogs with like 10 million Instagram followers. I got 130,000. To give you a context, and the ones with 10 million followers are saying, hey, we need to start really focusing on our subscribers. All this other corporate money, all this social media money is smoke and mirrors. So I literally could cry tears right now that so many people are subscribing and understanding what I'm doing and what I'm saying, and understand that I'm not here like being greedy or just asking for money, because it's not about that. I come from where y'all come from. I love podcasts. So I think of things from the perspective of a listener, because that's all I do is listen to podcasts. And I know before, sometimes back in the day, I wouldn't subscribe because I just figure, you know, they popular, everybody know them. You figure, oh, they good. But then I started realizing, yeah, if they talking about bubblegum shit, they good. But if you talking about what I'm talking about, if you want to continue, you better have some subscribers. And that's what y'all doing. Y'all showing up and understanding that I ain't asking for nothing extra. I'm asking for what's needed. Subscribers ain't icing on the cake. Subscribers is all I got on purpose, because I've been getting hit up by the corporations and different people. I told you I got hit up by the Democrats and the Republicans. Told both they ass no. Because I don't want to be on here pandering and saying shit just because somebody paid me. Because you can tell that. You can read that. As a listener, you can tell when somebody is pandering or somebody is saying stuff because they paid to. And I'm not going to do that shit. So I told Democrats keep their 20,000 and told Republicans to keep their whatever. I don't know how much they were going to offer, but I just said, I'm not, and this was during the campaign. Matter of fact, let me add that context. This was before, this was when they were Trump and Kamala were campaigning, and they reached out to me to be a part of this and that and whatever. And I'm just not doing that because I'm not going to tear my brand up trying to for some money. I'm good. So anyway. Look at all these subscribers, y'all. I like I said, I'm shouting out every last one of them, and it's just amazing. And every single person, not only did they subscribe, but they gave more than $3. Y'all know $3 is the minimum. So we about to announce this. These people, I'm so glad that I thought about this before I got out of here. And as a matter of fact, I probably will come back and announce them again tomorrow earlier in the show. But anyway. I need everybody to give it up for Stephanie Lee with a $5 donation. Stephanie Lee, the Flow Show No Filter. The Flow Show No Filter greatly appreciates you. You take your $5, your hard-earned money, and understand that the only way to keep this thing going the way we want it to go. That's important, because I'm saying the way we want, because this show can continue no matter what. Y'all subscribe or not. The only problem is if we don't have subscribers, then we got to talk about bubblegum topics and bubblegum information. And I ain't doing that. So to keep this show the way it is, Stephanie Lee, I appreciate you. Everybody in the chat, give Stephanie Lee her flowers. She gave a $5 donation when the minimum, it's only at $3 is all we asked for. let's go to the next one. Monique A. Ziegler. Come on down. Monique A. Ziegler gave $6 donation. We only asked for $3. Monique, from the bottom of my heart, we at the Flow Show No Filter, and when I say we, I mean me, greatly appreciate you in these times to know that, hey, I fuck with your podcast, and I'm gonna support you, and I appreciate that, and which is why I get my ass up every morning on time, on schedule, so y'all know exactly when these things is coming and when not, because that is me showing y'all that I value y'all support. So I ain't coming in here and just doing it, and you don't know if a podcast gonna be in the morning or if I'm gonna drop it at night. Just coming at any time. I come on schedule because that's my way of showing y'all appreciate me and support me. I am going to take this serious as fuck. So thank you. Thank you, Monique Ziegler. Next, we got Christy McNew. Christy McNew. Christy, I love that last name, McNew. I might, if you don't mind, I might make that one of my little alias, Mr. McNew. But anyway, Christy McNew gave a $4 donation. We only asked for $3. She went an extra $1. She put $1 on it, and I'm happy. And we thank you, Christy. Everybody in the chat say Christy McNew. Christy McNew. All right, next we got Shanika. Shanika gave $5. Everybody who subscribed gave more than the $3, y'all. I mean, I could cry. I wish my video was broke like it was yesterday where y'all couldn't see me. I'll go ahead and let these tears, let them rain. Make it rain on them. But I ain't about to cry on camera. It'll go viral. And then Stevie J will be trying to meme it and trying to say I'm crying and I'm soft and all that. It ain't happening. These tears will be tucked until I get off camera. Anyway, thank you. Shanika gave $5. Everybody thanks Shanika, and I'm gonna tell y'all how to spell her name so y'all don't be thanking her in the chat and spelling her name all wrong. Shanieka. If you want to see your love, come to YouTube and you'll see all the love of everybody. We support our subscribers. And like I said, ain't nobody more important than the subscribers. Without the subscribers, ain't no show. It's that simple. It's that simple. And like I said, I've been telling y'all for months, and just in the last few days, you're hearing some of the biggest podcasting shows saying that they're going broke and they need subscribers. And they're 100 times bigger than me. So all that does is co-sign what I've been saying and to let y'all know, ain't nobody asking for nothing extra. I'm asking for what's necessary. If I was good and we didn't need the subscribers, I wouldn't even ask y'all. I would just say, just have a seat and just listen. But that ain't the case. And I don't want to change up the content because I got to pay bills. And then y'all going to be mad. And y'all going to be like, what happened to the Diddy? And what happened to the Hollywood? And what happened to all the cuss words and all that? I'm going to say, hey, I had to sell out. But y'all know Flo ain't going to never sell out. I'll be on the streets first. Anyway, we got our last, but certainly not least. This is the subscriber of the day. Vanessa Dimps. But I'm sorry, Venetia. I think it's Venetia, y'all. It's Vanessa Dimps. If it's Venetia or Venesia or any of that, that's a beautiful name. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, but that's a beautiful name, V. V gave y'all. But y'all clap it up for V. She gonna give $13 as a subscription and a donation. We only asked for 3. She gave 13. So Venetia, I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong, but much love to you, Miss Dimps, and everybody in the chat. Everybody in the chat. $13 and we only asked for 3. Venetia Demps, you are the MVP. Shout out to all of my subscribers. And if you want to subscribe and continue to hold down this podcast and keep it what it is, edgy, unbiased, all facts, you want it to stay like that, you want to keep the lights on, go to the description box, either in the notes when you're listening to it on Apple and Spotify or the other podcasting host platform, or if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, look in the link and you'll see Buzzsprout subscription. You'll see the link. It says Buzzsprout, and then it says subscriber. But y'all guys are amazing. I really mean it, and I really lost for words. I don't even check the subscribers or none of that until I'm about to shout them out. So I never know if it's 1, 5, 10, 0. I don't know until I open it up, and I didn't have no clue that it was so many people who subscribe, and not only just subscribe, but everybody gave more than the $3, and that makes me feel good. It makes me feel appreciated, and it gives me, like, it puts the battery in my pack, and it puts the battery in my back, and it gives me the energy to wake up in the morning and start cussing motherfuckers out. Thank you. As always, I love y'all, especially Venetia. Love you. I love all y'all. And everybody who supports the show, whether you gave money or not, you are not left behind. Everybody plays their part. I love y'all, but I'm out. Boom, boom, boom. Another one bites the dust. Boom, boom, boom. Another one bites the dust. Another one, and another one, and another one bites the dust. Boom, boom, boom. Another one bites the dust. Another one down, y'all. Appreciate the Breakfast Crew for holding me down. Y'all know I got to get Spotify and Apple loaded up. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let's get this party started. 2025. Y'all, I'm about to be. Hey, Diamond, we're going to have some. You're going to have to hold me down in Vegas, Diamond. They're going to be mad at me. When I come to Vegas for the tour, Diamond, you're going to have to hold me down because Floyd and them going to be mad at me. They're going to be like, where Flo at? Flo was talking about all the beautiful subscribers, y'all. Ain't they beautiful? Ain't they beautiful? I know Diamond got it. I ain't even worried. Diamond got my back. Hey, D. Everybody wanted to thank you for fixing the video. Oh. I told you, I said when you get old, sometimes just saying it be enough. Yeah. you figured you did it already because you said it. Yeah, I got figured out. I just pressed every button on the laptop for about 2 hours until it popped on. So I might have deleted stuff. All kind of stuff might have happened. Who knows? I probably deleted some important stuff. Where is? Here we go. Boom. Y'all, Darnell ain't fixed nothing. I just want to put that out there. Darnell ain't fixed a lint. I told him when you get old, a lot of times when you say something, that be enough. Like you feel like you did it because you said it. He said, I ain't repeat it. You know, that's you know, he always gotta get the last word. Oh man, I just woke up in the morning and started pushing buttons for like 2 hours. I know they have faith in Darnell. Yeah, you gotta have faith in me. I got it. I took care of it. I just woke up early as hell and just started pushing $1 million. I didn't ask him though. If I would have asked him and brought it up again, he would have fixed it. But I figured I could figure it out. Regina King, I will put the subscription link. Hey, Regina, I'm gonna put the subscription link in the I'm gonna put the subscription link in the I'm gonna put it in the chat. Give me 1 second, Regina. I appreciate you. I gotta find it. Oh man, come on, don't tell me. Regina, I'm about to put the here we go. Oh yeah, you're right. But I can't put the link. I'm gonna put it in the chat. If I put it in the ticker, it's not. I don't think you kind of got to click it because it's gonna be kind of hard to go to from the clicker because it's gonna look like the ticker. It's gonna look like that. It's like, it's kind of hard. I guess people could type it, but I don't know. Maybe I'll think about it, Amy. That might be a good idea, but it also might be a little confusing. We'll see. But that's it, y'all. That's the subscription link. I just put it in the chat. Anybody that want to subscribe and keep this thing going, please, I would appreciate it. And so would little Flow will appreciate it too. All right, so let's see, 2025, boom. Let's see if I can get this back loaded. All right, there we go. All right, y'all, I'm back. So I put the subscription link. I put the subscription link in the chat. Oh, Lil Flo is my son, who'll be 18 on May 23rd. He graduates. So I got a birthday coming up and he graduated this year, y'all. So I got to make some money. Y'all know I don't care. I'm good, but y'all know how we are about our children. So I got his birthday coming up May 23rd, and then he graduates in June. So I got some money to cough up. Y'all know how it go. Yeah, I know. Hey, look, I ain't even worried, Diamond. I know y'all got my back. I ain't worried. I ain't worried, but I appreciate it. Oh, wow. Isn't that something? Hey, y'all, Mini-Me. See, I did not tell y'all remember we had this talk about birthdays. And remember I told you people that are close to you or in your circle. Remember I said that if you pay attention to people's birthdays always connect y'all. And so look at Mini-Me, who says her sister birthday is May 23rd, the exact same birthday as my son. And y'all know I love my son to death. Wow. Wait a minute. Michelle, that's your son's birthday too? And then Amy's mom is May 12th? Wow. That is crazy. Yep, May 23rd. So y'all know May 23rd, we're gonna all be celebrating. Oh, hey, look, you know I am. You know, I've been, hey, Shonda, you know, I've been saying that that's gonna happen way before. So that's why I've been telling everybody so they could get it early. Don't wait until May 1st, because May 1st, price go up. Oh my God, C-Tuck. You just added another layer to this, C-Tuck. Let me take this damn headphones off. C-Tuck, guess who else is May 30th? My son's mama is May 30th. It just gets crazier. My son's mama is May 30th. and he May 23rd. I had to deal with two Geminis I had to deal with two Geminis for 20 years, 20 some years. Two Gemini. I appreciate my son and his mother. It's been a pleasure to raise him, and you know, me and his mom had our issues like anybody else, but end of the day, he got a hell of a mom, and she did make my job a lot easier. Y'all know me, I keep it real. I don't care if we on good terms, bad terms, whatever, we gonna handle that, but I will always keep it real. I'm not one of those people that get caught up in my feelings and then I just talk bad or hate on people. Like I give it up. My son got a great mom, and she made my job very easy because she been up his ass, no diddies, all 18 years. I ain't even had to worry. I've been doing my part as a dad, but shit, that's a real mom he got. So it's just a blessing. I appreciate it. But going back to what C Tuck said, her birthday is May 30th, just like what'd you say? You said who'd you say that was, C Tuck? Oh, your oldest daughter. Yep. So that's crazy. But I told y'all I've learned that people that you close with and vibe with, if you find out some of their people that's important in their life, what their birthdays are, a lot of times it will line up to your birthday, like your important people in your life. It's crazy. I don't know what it means. I'm not no astrology person or none of that. I just have found too many coincidences with birthdays. So shout out to all the May birthdays out there. All the Geminis. Wow, we close for a reason, ain't we, y'all? Michelle said her son May 23rd too. Yeah, Geminis are no joke. And then when you got two of them, two Geminis, and then you got me, I'm a Pisces. Shit. Two Geminis and a Pisces, that's a movie. Two Geminis and a Pisces is a movie. Because we got our ways. And see, that's why me and Floyd have our funny thing. We both Pisces. So, you know, two Pisces, especially two male Pisces, you know, it could get sticky. Oh man, here we go now. Okay, here we go. All of my mom's kids have a 2 in our birthdays, except the baby child. That one is ridiculous. See, my son's father is a Pisces. See, so your son father is a Pisces, and then he gave you a Gemini child. Just like I'm a Pisces, and I gave my son's mom a Gemini child. I don't know what this means, y'all, but it's provocative. Oh man, this thing. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Having a few little technical difficulties. The upload is taking forever, but I'm gonna just hang on here with y'all until the upload finishes. But I don't know what's going on, y'all. But I know one thing: 50 Cent about to be on Floyd's behind. No Diddy. He just posted that about the fake $400 million deal. This is about to be a mess. This is about to be a mess. Man, I hate when it start acting like this. Hold on, man. Gotta take a little walk, y'all. Here we go with this computer glitching. I gotta get that Ethernet cord. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm thinking that Ethernet. I don't think that's gonna work. I think it's something they throttle in the internet. Like it's something they do. Hey y'all, you know what I'm about to try to do? Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm about to try to go outside. I'm about to try to go outside to help this thing help it upload. All right, let's see, y'all. Let's see if I can get a little bit better. Can I get some better service? With our little secret. You said what, dude? Here we go. I hate this, man. I don't know what they be doing with the internet at this time. It's always at this exact time. That's why I don't think the Ethernet cord is gonna help, because it's like a man-made type thing. It's not random. It's at this time every day. And it just will not. We getting there though. We getting there. So what we got going on in the chat while we waiting for this to load? Why the hell? Come on, man. Anyway, y'all, what else we got going on today? Oh no, it ain't. I ain't gonna lie. I love Puerto Rico. I don't give a damn about no internet. I work around Wi-Fi, but it ain't no place that can compare to Miami. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, Miami. Ain't no place compared to Puerto Rico, and it's a lot of reasons. I don't got time to name them all, but I will deal with the Wi-Fi, because outside of this little issue, I love Puerto Rico. I love it. It's so many reasons. I can't. I would have to do a whole show on it. Sarah Williams, look who came up in here, giving some love. What's up, Sarah? Y'all don't got no islands. Y'all ain't got no islands, Amy. What's up, Sarah? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Sarah. How you doing this morning, Sarah? Oh yeah, Old San Juan. Yes. Old San Juan. I love going to Old San Juan. Puerto Rico is the spot. Why is this taking so long? Why? But anyway, yes, Old San Juan. I love to go to Old San Juan, walk around. They got a lot of nice. The scenery is nice. Hey, Luna. I got all my Facebook family. I'm telling you, my Facebook family is the truth. I told you my Facebook family be holding me down. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, Luna. We trying to get Apple and we trying to get Apple and Spotify loaded up. Okay, finally, we done went to stage 2. How you doing, Luna? All right, come on out here. Oh, I love golf courses, Amy. You know I do love golf courses now. No, I played on y'all got great golf courses. I played on some of y'all golf courses in the Carolinas. Now that's one thing that I do love, and that is a good thing about Carolina. But I ain't gonna lie, if I moved to Carolina, it'd probably be Charlotte. Oh yeah, hey, yeah, come on, Jennifer, you welcome to San Juan. Anybody want to come? Y'all more than welcome to come to San Juan. Oh yeah, it's a great place. I didn't know it was this. When I came here, I didn't know I would love it and want to stay here. I just came here to visit. Thank you. Thank you, Luna. Good. Luna says, good. Hope your day is starting off great. Cause you good. Thank you. Might as well be New York, huh, Amy? When you go there, go to La Factoria. Great music, live music, dance club. Hey, oh yeah, I definitely check out La Factoria. Last night we went to where the hell did we go last night? We went to like a college area, Puerto Rico University or something. But like the area, it was like a lot of good food places and stuff. Yeah, let me get some damn light. Hey, y'all ain't tell me I was looking like Wesley Snipes. Shit, I had to turn to the light. I would definitely do La Factoria. Thanks, Sarah. We went somewhere nice last night. I can't remember. You know, I was thinking about y'all community to look into this too. I wanted to plan a trip, like one of those trips where we all do it. Anybody in the community that want to do a Puerto Rico trip, because I got a friend out here that does like all the like excursions and the tours and stuff, and I could put something together with him. And I kind of wanted to put packages together and plan like a Puerto Rico trip, like down the line, and just give people plenty of time to pay for it and just plan it and do a Puerto Rico trip for the Flow Show No Filter crew. I've been wanting to do that, but now y'all keep talking about Puerto Rico. Y'all making me bring it up now. So let me know what y'all think about that. And it don't have to be no specific date or no time. It could be a long time from now, but I'm just saying, I think y'all know I've always done trips and stuff like that anyway and planned them. I get that from my granny. I think a good Puerto Rico trip would be good for the family, for the Flow Show No Filter family. Anybody who welcome and want to come to Puerto Rico, we'll put a package together, which will include all the little whatever, and we'll just spend some time. So y'all let me know what y'all think about that. I've been wanting to do that, or like put it together and plan it. So y'all talk about that and let me know y'all thoughts. Like I said, it could be way down the line. It don't have to be nowhere in the near future, but I think a good Puerto Rico trip would be a good little like excursion for everybody at part of the podcast. So I'm gonna think about that. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Yeah, there you go, Amy, like a little family reunion. And I would like to do it once a year. So like say like if we were able to do it in 2025, we do Puerto Rico this year, and then maybe next year we'll go somewhere else. But we do like a little podcast, a little family reunion podcast, like once a year. And we get our little family reunion shirts, and everybody be walking around. We be walking around and like, let's say if we was like in Vegas, we be walking around. Everybody had like their Flow Show No Filter shirts with their name on it, like family reunion. My granny used to do that. And y'all know my granny is the one who invented it, and I don't like it. And I do it. I'm a lot like my granny, and she always used to plan trips, and we all have our T-shirts on and stuff, like the family reunion. But I think it'll be a good idea. So y'all let me know. Y'all talk about that amongst yourselves. But I think it would be a good thing for us to do. So we'll see. The Flow Show Travel Club. Yep. And my best friend Darnell is putting together his travel agency as we speak. So we might even be able to use his travel agency to get good deals and to put the whole trip together so we have our itinerary and everything. All right, Jen. So yeah, once a year will be cool, choosing different locations. Yep. So we're gonna work on that, crew. That's another thing aside from the tour. The tour is priority. And then after I get the tour kind of planned out all the way, then we'll plan our first our little family reunion. We are still loading. Shit. It's okay though. Now we back to normal. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yo, yeah, here come. He love traveling. He gonna come through on this, and Darnell the type, he gonna come through every time. I'm just joking with him. I just didn't ever ask him again, because I figured I could fix it. If I can do it myself, I try to do stuff myself. I don't like to bother people because everybody got their own life. So, but Darnell is very dependable to be quite honest, and so looking forward to that. But yeah, y'all. So we done came up with something. We came up with an idea once a year, the Flow Show family reunion. We do once a year. It'll be easier for us to just do Puerto Rico this year, and then next year we do something else or something. But yeah, we'll plan that out. Thank you so much. Royal Coda Dean Love says, good morning, dude. Hope you have a phenomenal day in your part of the world. Peace and love. Just wanted to come stop in and drop some likes. I so appreciate that, Royal Coda. Y'all, the love that we have on this show and this community is so real, and so I appreciate it so much. So thank you for those words, Royal Coda. That's what we about here. We want everybody to have a phenomenal day. I appreciate you wishing me a phenomenal day, and I will have a phenomenal day, just like you said. I appreciate that. I'll let you know, Michelle. I ain't have nothing. It'll be definite. I'll announce it, and when I put the tickets on sale, that's when it's definite. But I'm still getting all my ducks in a row as far as how I want to do it, who I want to be there, all of that. But like I said, I will announce it when it's definite. It will be tickets on sale. So be looking out for that. Let me see if Flow Show Filter is ready to be uploaded yet. We're taking a little long today. It's still processing, y'all, so we got a little bit longer to go. But I am going to be in Detroit for sure. Yeah, Diddy can't stop looking at me. That's how they be. That's how the guys be in my comments. I don't know why guys. Hey, look, I see why you women. I see why a lot of y'all women be getting tired of guys on social media because I don't know what it is with a lot of these guys, but it's like they don't know how to communicate. So they're only communication they know how to do is troll. And so they always just annoying, man. They just be annoying. I'll be like, I ain't never as a guy paid so much attention and chased around a guy like they chased me around. I mean, I like I said, I like it because like Floyd Mayweather used to tell me, whether you booing or you cheering, you bought a ticket. And so that's my theory. Whether you trying to hate or whether you trying to show me love, if you in my comment section, you contribute into my movement. So I already won. So it don't bother me, but it makes me think like, what is wrong with people where they are so socially awkward that all they could do is troll instead of just bringing some of value to the mix? I never understand that. Wait until, man, they better not. Okay, no, it's all good, Michelle. No, I appreciate you, Michelle, but I'm just letting you know that I appreciate you, Michelle. I'm just letting you know that the minute it's locked in, I'm gonna let you know within 2 seconds after it's locked in. That's the point I was trying to make, like, because I'm gonna want everybody to have enough time to do everything they got to do. So the very second that it's locked in, I'm gonna make sure everybody knows so that we could get on top of it and make it the best situation it could be. So just let me clear that up, Michelle. That's why I was saying when the tickets go on sale, y'all gonna know immediately. Because the minute that it's locked in, the next second after it's locked in, I'm gonna be making an announcement and letting everybody know. Like immediately. Like the minute it's all the way set, I'm gonna be like, we set, let's go. Ball game, let's get it. Yeah, I like Oregon. You talking about Portland? Yeah, but yeah, I like Portland. I don't know if you talking about Oregon, Portland, Oregon, but I have fans, and the guy has blessed me in a way where I have literally fans everywhere. And I don't discriminate on what city I'll go to or not. So I'll definitely go to Oregon, especially Portland. But yeah, y'all, the men it's bad. I say to myself all the time, by blowing up and having like a lot of followers and a lot of attention, I really feel for the shit that y'all women go through. Because if I go through this as a man with other men, I can't even imagine what y'all go through with these men. Like, I'll be like, who raised y'all? Y'all are embarrassing. Amy said the men be proud of their thing, but she don't be impressed. Yeah, bro, I'll come out there. Oh, Southern Oregon. Okay. Yeah, I'll look it up. Yeah, definitely worldwide, Michelle, and it's a blessing. If you are in our and I don't like it Army, and that's just Facebook. If you in our and I like it Army, you're gonna see people from Scotland, UK, Sydney, Australia, Oregon, the Carolinas, St. Louis, like everywhere. And I appreciate it. It's a blessing. I'm like, damn. This tour might actually last like a year. I actually might be on tour a year. And you're right about that, Amy. You're absolutely right about that, Amy. Everybody didn't have a big mama. That's a good point. Okay, so it has loaded. So now I can give me 1 second, y'all, to get Apple and Spotify loaded up. It's finally processed. Let me all right, I'm almost there. Let me get this. I can't wait till we get this loaded. One 123. Boom, boom. All right, y'all. Monique Ziegler. Hey, Monique, you missed your shout out. Everybody tell Monique that she got a good shout out. Monique, we all appreciate you for subscribing. That's Monique Ziegler. Gave you a nice shout out. Check out the episode. If you want to hear or see your shout out, Monique, all you have to do is go to towards the end of the show. Towards the end of the show, and we gave you a great shout out, Monique. We appreciate your subscription and welcome to the family. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do Jacksonville. I got people out there too, so we will definitely be in Jacksonville. Thanks, Amy. Amy got my back. She know I don't want to be looking like Diddy's jacket right here. That's how I was looking. But let me get out of here, y'all. We had a very productive show. We got a lot accomplished today. We back in video form. Interviews on the way. Hey, make sure y'all go to Mark Curry's page and tell all your friends we want to shower Mark Curry with love so he know that this is a safe space for him, and I ain't about to come here and try to make him look bad. You know, people are kind of worried about doing interviews sometimes, but that's my boy, and he already said he want to do it, and we've been talking before, so I know it's going down. But I want everybody in the community to go to Mark Curry's Instagram page. Leave some comments on his thing. He know who Flo is, and Flo show up. You want to at my page, Flo Daddy Flo. You can say, hey, Flo Daddy Flo sent me over here, or you ain't got to say I sent you. Just go over there and show him some love and tell him we look forward to hearing his story and diving into his book. Much love to everybody. Let me look. It should be just Mark Curry, but let me look real quick. Let me make sure. Let me see what his page is before I get out of here. Yeah, it's literally Mark. It's Mark K. Curry. I'll put it in the chat real quick. It's Mark K. Curry. Mark K. Curry. Yep. Okay, so I'll put it in the thing. That's his at. That's his at on Instagram, and that's his name is Mark Curry, but his Instagram page is Mark K. Curry. I just put it in the chat. I ain't playing around. So yeah, let them know, y'all. But other than that, much love to all my man. Special love to the Breakfast crew. This is growing amazingly. Like I said, Shauna, I appreciate y'all. Always got to give Shauna her credit. No matter what, it was only one person who been here from the very first video episode, And it was just me and Shauna, and it's just continuing to grow and grow and grow. So shout out to Shauna. We did that first episode. It was my first video podcast episode. I didn't know how I was going to go. I ain't know how I was going to go doing my podcast and trying to do the video, but it worked out. And it was just me and Shauna on that first episode. Here we are. So much love to everybody. Michelle, I thank you for everything. Michelle has been a great help with the planning out the Detroit tour date. So everybody, shout out to Michelle. She came up with the venue, and she is continuing to help and push and make it happen. So we all appreciate Michelle too. And Jennifer has been very good with handling the And I Don't Like It Army. So I just want to give her a shout out too. Shout out all the subscribers. Join me every day at 7:30 a.m. for the podcast, The Flow Show No Filter live, or if you just want to listen to it on your own time, the audio podcast, which started it all and which is breaking records, is available on Apple and Spotify. Much love to everybody in there. Let's get them my mouths. Michelle already on it. Let's get them my mouths, y'all. We got our own language. We got our own everything. And I don't like it. Where the I'm outs? I'm out. I need some more I'm outs. I can't leave till I got about 3 more I'm outs. I'm not going nowhere. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you said that. And let me shout out Lauren. You know, I give everybody their flowers. Lauren always leaves comments after the live closes. Lauren, I appreciate you for that because it really helps the algorithm. Lauren is the main one. I hope some more y'all learn how to comment when the live closes because it really helps the algorithm. Even Lauren left multiple comments, and it really helps push it out to more people. So, Lauren, thank you for always doubling back and making sure you comment. It really helps the algorithm, and I hope more y'all can do it like Lauren, where when this live closes, come back, and it only takes a couple seconds, but it means the world as far as pushing this content out. So when this live is over, I know Lauren gonna do it. She's been holding it down. I've given her flowers. Thank you so much, Lauren. Lauren will leave 7 comments to make up for the rest of y'all who don't even leave none. So please follow Lauren's lead and help the show out. And when this closed, leave some comments in this show, y'all. I love y'all, and I'm out. All right, C-Tug. C-Tug.